Hello, everyone. Welcome to our new series, Poetic Interpretations. I am Chris, aka Carpool Tonal. I am a filmmaker, songwriter, poet, and I have directed films and wrote musical theater productions.
My name is Kenny, also known as Spectre Falling. I'm an artist, producer, musician. I have, I think, like 197 tracks out there in the wild right now.
And what we do here is we do a bit of a deep dive into the symbolism of the cinematography for music videos. We also will look at the poetry and like the our interpretations of what the artists are trying to say in their lyrics and in their songs, and just even also the poetic art from the music videos themselves.
Hell yeah. All right, everybody. Up next, we have I Dream of Wires from Gizz Van Buskirk.
And we're trying to pronounce that right.
Yes, I hope I pronounced that right. If not, please correct me in the comments.
Let's get it.
Ooh.
I love it already. I dream through synapses. Synapses? You know what I'm talking about, like
Yeah, I
the
don't know what
wires in the brain.
I just don't know what the plural of it is.
Synapses.
But that's what I noticed too, like the electricity's connecting different hemispheres of the brain.
And like the gears turning up here.
Yep,
Um,
already a lot going on.
I started vibing with it a
Oh
lot.
yeah,
Yeah. Well, I'll continue the first reaction, but it's kind of crazy that the last there our two songs are about dreams
yeah. And I
in two
struggle with
days.
remembering my dreams, so maybe this will help.
Oh, don't dream of failure, dream of wires.
There you go.
What is that screen?
It's
Damn
almost
it.
like a game of Simon or something, and then it unlocks something.
There's a bit of a heartbeat going through this
Yep,
these synapses.
you can
Um,
feel like you can feel the pulse. Dum, dum, dum.
Now looking at the brain too, I wonder if this is actually about AI dreaming.
Oh, because what would it dream of?
wires, like connecting further into technology. Like if I was AI and I was a little dream, I would dream of more wires to connect me further.
Gotcha. So you could like know everything.
Yeah, and like I think these are copper wires on the sides, but
Yeah, they also look like tree roots. I like that.
it's also looks a little bit like synapses. Honestly, I believe this is about AI. The way that it's all connected, and then there's like an internal brain that is mechanical.
Yeah, like you could even see it as like it's like one side, like the roots or the wires on one side. It's taking it with the electricity to the other side.
And then the spinal cord right here.
Yeah, going
The,
down into a lizard.
the only yeah, the lizard is the salamander is the only thing that I feel
Okay.
is different.
Maybe the AI are lizard people.
This also could be his logo
Oh, yeah,
on
it could be
top of it.
part of the graphic or something. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
because it is the same color as
Yep.
his name.
So maybe that's just all that is.
Keep it going. Uh,
Oh,
I am the final silence.
yeah.
I think I might have been right with AI.
I think you might have been too.
uh, yeah,
And it's crazy. Like it doesn't have lyrics, but it does because they come up and you can read them. That's a it's a really creative way to throw some lyrics into like an instrumental without having to use vocals.
I am the final silence. The last electrician alive.
Oh,
And they call me the sparkle. I was the best. I worked them all. New ways.
do it.
I drink from wires.
Tires. Okay.
What is
Oh,
going on?
oh shit.
It's a TV now,
What the fuck? Okay,
but it
so they've put the brain inside of a television, but it also looks like almost like a spaceman's helmet.
because it was circular, huh?
Yeah.
But this is also binary, um, which is what computers are.
Yep. That's how they talk, isn't it?
Yes. I
Like in
wonder
the base, most crudest form.
wonder if Mike thinks of himself as a computer,
Ooh,
or if
it's
he
like
was, yeah,
if Data from Star Trek made music.
because his lizard's still there. So trying to think of the metaphor for that too,
Hmm.
because he's connected to. Oh, the wires now connect to television,
Ah,
so everyone else can see
So it's kind of what you were saying about how you wanted to be connected to wires, but instead of like the way we took it, like in learning and knowing, it's like I want to broadcast. I want to show the world me. Huh.
Dreaming of wires. Yeah, that
It
does add another layer to it. I wouldn't consider it as a visualizer now because there is a lot of depth into this. So
yeah.
he actually might have created this instead of having a visualizer do it. Because the way the TV fell down, I was like,
Yeah.
whoa. Yeah.
That was cool.
And then the salamander still on top of it.
Definitely part of his logo then. Unless it like gets up and moves at some point.
Or does the robotic brain turn into broadcasting?
Like Orwellian type propaganda shit.
Or is the brain creating art and it creates this television binary code?
Well, maybe we'll get to maybe the code will turn into something for us. And we'll get to see.
A spinal cord, a cord is a wire.
Yeah. So it could be plugged into a power source,
Yeah. Well,
which
whoa.
would be like the heart.
Because yeah, the heartbeat of the wires.
Mhm.
We'll see how close we are. I just noticed this little TV has like teeth.
Yeah,
I this is I firmly believe this is about AI.
I think you're right, man. This is really good.
Yeah. Open doors.
By thinking.
We went to sleep by dialing 0.
That that video that's playing on this screen, fun fact, that is a canvas for one of my songs. So he got the same stock picture or video there that I did. That's pretty great use of it.
Hmm. We went to sleep by dialing 0. This is the same shape. We went to sleep by dialing D.
So okay, I was wondering that too. I thought maybe I just read it wrong because it's further away for me.
I wonder if he actually created the typography for this, because this does seem like a typography that is unique.
Mm-hmm. Gives me big like Blade Runner vibes. And that whole thing is like about AI, androids. Do they dream? Do they have feelings, emotions, etc.?
And yeah, the electricity now is in the antennas.
Yep.
Thing.
It's just like arcing between them.
We open doors by thinking.
And then we go to sleep by dialing D or 0. Now it's definitely, well, those O's look almost just like
Oh,
that
yeah.
D. So maybe there's not a lot of difference
Hmm.
between them.
I wonder if he just used like binary like zeros to try to communicate the thought process of computers. Because we open doors by thinking is reminds me of like when you walk into a department store and the door is open because they're like electric, but
Like
they're also
they sense you.
they sense you and they think and then they open.
Huh. I think you're definitely right with the AI.
I try. The salamander is the one thing that's throwing me off.
Just get it out of your head. It's just part of the logo.
Plug my wife in just for
For
show,
sure. Interesting.
and then oh, well,
And we go to work by proxy.
oh man, this has a few different layers that I'm like, because can AI find love in another? Can
Oh,
AI love
I don't even want to touch that Pandora's box.
because he plugged his wife in
Okay,
just for show and just for show.
so if it's okay, if it's the way I'm taking it, like if he's a computer or whatever, if you and like all of these people are computers, you're gonna have to be plugged in to be charged up to be like useful or whatever. So he plugged his wife in just for show, meaning he charged her up or whatever, but he's not gonna use her. So maybe he's ignoring her. I don't know.
Yeah, just for show. That
It makes me feel bad because I do that shit with like my Switch consoles and like any of my portable consoles. I'll charge them up to 100% and then not even take them with me. So it's like I'm just plugging them in just for show.
could also have a bit of like a relationship that is only connected through um technology.
Yeah, because
So
there's all those apps and stuff now of like AI companions and girlfriends and
yeah.
boyfriends and like it's wild. It's a wild world out there.
Or someone falling in love with someone who's on the television. So like they dream of
Ah,
these aspects of technology, like because just from my own experience being in um, long distance relationships and stuff, like you have to plug in to show the person that you're in love with, like, and
yeah.
dreaming of wires is dreaming of like the wires that connect you to that person. Because
So you're dreaming of the connection that you made or you want to make or keep connecting.
yeah, because I mean, long distance relationships won't work when we lose technology. If it, the grid goes down, you lose your
Yeah,
life.
people are gonna have a hard time writing letters and shit. And even then, like everything's gonna be such a mess if that happens. We'll get through it though.
Yeah, it's crazy how deep we could get into this with just these
Yep.
these lyrics.
That's it just shows you how powerful music is, man.
Hilarious. Did you see that? Oh,
What?
I got too excited.
You're good.
The connection across the world. I was saying like long distance relationships.
Oh shit. Yeah, then it's like the charting like the little airplanes going from continent to continent. That's wild.
Through wires
Yep.
connecting to the world. Oh man, yeah, there is a little. There's so much into this in a way because if it is about love, it could be long distance relationships. But if it's just about connecting across the world, the only way to do that is through wires. And
Yeah,
I dream of connection is what I now believe this is.
hell yeah.
Yeah. So that's a third interpretation. AI,
Huh.
connections, or long distance relationships.
And every time you talk about connections, I just think of threads, threading us all together. Oh, I press C for comfort.
I'm a little lost in what that means. Copy? You press C for copy, right? So like copying.
Maybe they're just saying just uh, I need comfort. I hit C, like how it's like press any key or whatever. Maybe C means comfort on their interface.
I was thinking it might be if this is coming from the mind of an AI copying and pasting, kind of like you press
Yeah.
C to have another AI to talk to, and I wonder if this is about two robots falling in love. I
Oh, that'd be wild.
especially that with the girl dancing and her wires coming out of her, like
Yeah.
she dreams of connecting these wires.
And then it goes back to like the screen of them like looking at like the little visualizer of her head and like what's going on in there.
Yeah, and copy. That is a kind of scary thought. If AI could just copy and paste another AI, and then they could build a community of AI thinking robots that are just
It's probably out there already and we don't even know. They're just out there in some weird pocket of the internet having conversations, falling in love.
I don't know what else the C could mean except crit maybe. They throw up crit for comfort.
That'd be hilarious. The fucking song just completely changes into like some gangster rap shit. I would die.
uh, well, maybe we could make one like these images too are like
Yeah,
it almost seems like AI creating
it's like
AI.
it's creating it and like improving itself as it's going.
I've seen these models before when they look at gravity on Earth.
Yep. I was thinking the same thing. Like that's what they show how a gravitational pull works.
Which
So
is
maybe like the thoughts that they're having are so heavy that that's affecting the gravity of the circuitry. I don't know.
gravitational pull is connection.
Yep.
I think we're somewhere close. The old days. I dream of wire.
Oh, hold on. So that just broke it open for me. So is the AI talking about how okay, because now AI just kind of exists out there in the cloud or whatever, but it used to have a physical form. It used to be a computer, whatever, and it used to have physicality, and it used to love that, and it liked the wires and the circuitry. And now that it's not physical, it dreams of the times that it used to be.
which can be a giant metaphor for just human existence.
Yep.
Yeah, because now that our phones don't have to have wires, they
Yep.
just connect through satellites and stuff.
That's nuts.
Yeah, there's so many layers to this, and there's hasn't been a single lyric vocal saying.
And also, like when you hardwire something, you also have like almost no latency with it. So like maybe the dreaming of wires, it's like it could think faster with those wires. I don't know.
Yeah, this is pretty deep for just having lyrics
Yep.
on it, because you don't know how they're actually singing it. You don't know how
Yep.
it's expressed. But maybe this is actually the point of it, because AI can actually all they could do is express words that we have already kind of written.
Yep. They can just imitate.
Hit copy.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, because I mean, if someone was singing this, we probably wouldn't get the same type of interpretation.
Mm-hmm.
Clap, clap for Gizz Van Buskirk.
Definitely.
You hear the 80s synth pop that just kind of kicked in?
Yep. That heavy shit.
Yeah, because I mean, 80s synth
Because
pop,
and then that takes it a completely different way too.
it
Because
does.
if you think about music, there's the whole digital versus analog. And analog, you dream of wires, you dream of that sound that you can only get through like a tubed amp or with a wired synthesizer. Like you can get really close to replicating that stuff, but you can't get it exact. So it's like you can get a very good imitation, but why do that when the real thing is just plug in the wires?
Yeah, and the whole aspect of a television like this,
Yep, that uses tubes, that uses like big
analog,
fucking analog stuff. Yep,
and the antennas.
yep. Everything about this TV is wired.
Mm.
Like you would have to screw a fucking RF adapter into the back, a coaxial cable. Like this thing wouldn't even have like the fucking components on it.
I just noticed in this, there's like if I mean, I'm going back to the copy and paste. There's three of them kind of
Yeah,
lined
I
up.
thought the same thing when I saw him. I was like, well, there's your copy and paste.
This goes deep.
It always does. We always don't know what we're getting into, and then it just explodes.
and and then Mike just pops up.
Yep.
Why so serious, Mike?
That was that was really good.
Yeah, like I mean, he might have multiple layers in this. Is this Freddie Mercury? when I saw this, I was like,
I think it might be because there's shots from other like popular videos.
yeah, this is Queen. Because
Yeah.
yeah, nice Mike. Sneaky Queen in there.
Yep.
That is really cool.
I mean, now you could technically hashtag Queen on this video and get away with it.
Oh, we don't want him to get sued.
Oh yeah, never take my advice on things like that. I've gotten all the trouble you could get. It's not for you. It's no fun, trust me.
There was something in this that made me like, oh,
And also like the technology they keep showing on the screen is like older tech. It's all like wires, big things. And then like that Queen part right there, like it's like the future we thought we were gonna have is like flying cars and like tubes we were shot around in like the Jetsons or something. But what we have is just this weird everything's in a cloud. There's no
yeah.
nothing's physical. So we were kind of lied to.
Do you know what music video this was taken from?
I feel like it's Killer Queen, but I'm not positive.
Killer Queen? Yeah. At first, I thought it was bicycle, but I'm like,
Oh
no. I'm like that.
no. What is it? Oh my god. It might be that one. Don't Stop Me.
Don't stop me now. My favorite Queen song. I
I love that song.
I don't know if that is that.
But I don't know. Once I said it out loud, I was like, I can't place it.
Like, look what they're in. It almost looks like a Jetsons
Yeah.
flying car, like you were talking about.
It reminds me of like in the Ninja Turtles, those dudes that like come from the future in their little flying cars.
Or the Fantastic Mobile?
Oh, is that what? Yeah.
I think that's what it's called.
Or Fantasticar.
The
That's it.
Fantastic car.
It's even lamer.
Yeah, this whole part, and I'm glad I paused it in the right mind. Do you see how it's one face and then it splits
Yep.
into two? Which would be the whole copy and paste of AI
Yep.
creating more and more, but
And like the more you do that, the more it degrades. So like if the AI keeps doing it, eventually it's gonna have like a really crazy AI that's not working too well.
so I wonder if it's about AI falling in love, but
And then falling
can't
apart.
finding anybody, so they have to create another AI to.
There's another one. So like with the physicality thing, maybe it misses that human touch it used to have because we used to have to interact. Like we used to have to plug the thing in. We used to have to hit the power button. Now everything is just like you talk to most shit and it'll wake up and turn on now.
Wow, this was a deep one.
Yep.
Thank you for letting us break this down. This
Absolutely, bro.
yeah, we got so deep with this.
Unexpected, but I love when that happens.
Yeah, especially for an instrumental song like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
When those lyrics came up, I was like, oh my God.
Could almost hear the lyrics being sung.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was really, really great production, bro. Like the whole video, the sound, like it created a like just an entire atmosphere.
So that was
Gizz Van Buskirk. I believe I pronounced that right.
yeah.
Well, I might have.
I mean,
Yeah.
if you did, Gizz Von Buskirk, I Dream of Wires.
All right. Definitely give them a follow. Put them in your ears. Great stuff.
Yeah. And we'll see you next time on Poetic Interpretations.
Have a good one, guys.